This is Eric Alexander, Six Arrows Consulting. I'm a sucker for an interesting word, and I discovered a new word recently that I want to talk about briefly today. It's quiddling. Now, I'd never heard of quiddling, and so I got out a resource to help me with that. And I'm of a generation where we had different resources for that than we have today. And so I pulled out my big unabridged dictionary. It's massive, and it didn't have quiddling. So I had to go use the resource that we're all used to using today, which is the internet. And I found out the definition. It's colloquial, it's dialectical, so it's not common in vocabulary. It wasn't common in mine, but quiddling means to waste time and energy and attention on things that are trivial, inconsequential, trifling. Wasting time on things that are trivial and inconsequential. Now, as soon as you say that, it seems obvious. As leaders, we should never quiddle. We should never spend our valuable time and energy and attention on things that don't really matter. I think we could call this whole episode today, Thou Shalt Not Quiddle. Leaders, don't quiddle. Why? We know why. It's in our head already of why we shouldn't do that. But if we quiddle, that means we're neglecting what's important, and we're neglecting what's important and urgent, those things that are important and are demanding attention right now. Also, and this is the reason when we quiddle, can't give appropriate attention and energy and time to what's really important. It's because our time, energy, and attention are finite resources. I only have so much of that. I need to spend it where I need to spend it. But here's an important clarification. It's contextual. It's contextual, relevant to what moment I'm in and what responsibilities are, so to speak, the top of the heap for me right now. Let me give a couple of examples. Maybe I'm the CFO and I could easily quiddle. I could get distracted. I'm getting ready for a board presentation. I can spend a lot of time. I can waste a lot of time in my slides getting ready for that, tweaking fonts, tweaking colors, do this, various things with formatting. Not that that's unimportant, and there may be times it does need my attention, but I can also waste time on that. And sometimes we waste time, sometimes we quiddle because we don't want to dig in and do the harder things that really need our attention right then. So there may be times where doing that would be quiddling for me. Meanwhile, for somebody on my team, that might be right in the sweet spot of part of their responsibilities, and them spending time on that is not quiddling. It's also contextual relative to maybe what time of day it is for me. If I'm in the workplace, if it's 9 to 5, or often for finance people, it's 7:30 till 6:30, including Saturdays, then there could be a time where if I'm getting distracted with other things unrelated to what's important to my job right then I'm quiddling. But maybe 9 o'clock at night, well, kids would be in bed by then. Let me back up. Maybe 6:30 at night, it would not be quiddling for me to be down on the floor playing with the kids or the grandkids. We raised boys, so I didn't really experience a whole lot of playing with dolls, but we did spend a lot of time horse playing on the floor, playing with toys and cars. If I'm doing that in the middle of the workday, that's quiddling. If I'm doing that at 6:30 at night, or on Saturday or other times, that's not quiddling. It's all about paying attention to the context of what is important. So this is kind of convicting for me. It's easy for me to, one, get distracted by things that aren't as consequential, given the context of what's important in that moment. I need to give myself wholeheartedly to what's most important, what's most consequential in every moment that's been entrusted to me. I don't need to quiddle. How about you? Something to think about. Thanks for listening.